I know, right? That's what I'm saying. In fact, I was the first one here.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what in the world?
It's true. I saw him jump on first.
So if you saw him trip on first, then weren't you the first one?
No, I was just watching Discord like offhandedly to tell when it got time. I wasn't actually here.
Let's give him a couple more minutes and we'll get started.
Using my level 13 spell list in the last game, and then looking at my level 5 spell list in this game is just.
Disappointing.
And please excuse me, I am very much the tired.
Oh no, is I'm still running off of the adrenaline I had from closing the bank with one other person, so I'm still kind of like fast money right here.
Can I do a perception check to look for Dylan?
I already did one.
Uh,
If you're saying you
can
already
you
did
do another
one
one
because you
for
messaged him, isn't
advantage?
that more of an investigation check?
No, I looked and I saw he wasn't here.
Maybe do it with advantage. I don't know.
Still can't get the hair color that the Tabaxi exactly where I want it for Lion-O, but
That's pretty darn close what you sent us.
So were
and I
you
just
making those characters?
yeah, I'm designing those with an app.
That's awesome. I saw the first couple and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I was like, wait a second. Is he making those?
It's an
Change it.
app called Reroll where you can design like the 8-bit figures or whatever.
Cool.
I can't get the player to work. Anyways, he hasn't responded to my investigation check, so we're gonna go ahead and get started without him. So last time on Curse of Strahd, we went to the castle for dinner, and everybody had a great time, especially Val. Shortly after, you were given gifts and taken back to the village of Valaki, where we leave off now.
Hold on, gifts.
Trinkets, really. You got a flute.
I got a tree. Well, plant.
Val got a mask.
And we are back in Valaki.
That is correct. Just outside the city gates, which are open.
Alright. I didn't write a lot, but I did write some about Rudolf von Richten
Yes.
being the name of the assassin trying to kill Strahd. But I don't think we knew where he was.
That was your job, to find him
Or
and
even
kill, bring him back alive. Not kill, bring back alive.
ah,
Also, I think, if I remember correctly, we don't know what he looks like, and he's using a pseudonym.
A disguise.
we could always check at the Blue Water Inn. Good place to start.
I'll follow you.
To the end.
Trump, 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 Trump. As you make your way back to the middle of town in the Blue Water Inn, you notice a lot of the signs, the posters that were up before have been pulled down. You see definitely more of those Strahd watching you posters that you had noticed a little last time. And as you're walking through the city, you see Vistani mingled in the crowd.
And it's not violent?
They seem to be mingled with the everyday Valakians.
And nobody is taking notice.
Nobody's fighting. It's one passes on your left, another is haggling with a shopkeeper.
Yeah, I'll look back at Largo and Val. Uh, correct me if I'm wrong, but then I'll whisper, I thought they weren't welcome here.
I thought the same.
Yeah, I really thought so too.
Uh, excuse me? And I'll just go to the nearest.
The nearest Vistani. He turns to you and he looks you from hoof to horns and he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, well, my name's JR. I was just wondering, well, what's going on with all the Vistani here in Balaki?
A look comes over his face and he goes, "We have permission to be here." And he seems almost contentious about it.
I mean, I'm excited. seeing so many Vistani getting along with all the Valakians. Don't take it the wrong way. I was just a bit confused because we took some time off from the city, and now we're back. So it's just I'm trying to see what we missed.
Make a persuasion check. He looks you. He kind of squints at you, and then sees that you're really just not trying to pick a fight, although it sounded like it at first. And he goes, "Oh, it's the new Baroness, Lady Watcher. She is much more agreeable than the Baron the city had before, and she does not think the Vistani are signs of ill omen."
Uh, well, that's excellent. Where is she?
Do I look like I hang out with the Baroness? Kind of looks himself up and down and kind of shrugs, holds his hands out to you like,
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to gun you down with so many questions. Uh, I'll be on my way. I'm sorry.
You okay? Have a good one. And he goes back to haggling with the shopkeeper. Dylan!
Sorry I'm late. I was cooking dinner with my family.
Glad you made it.
What did I miss?
Not much.
A surprisingly lot amount in the first 10 minutes. So basically, we arrived back to Valaki, and there are Vistani all over the place in Valaki, and we have no idea why. So I went up to one and asked what was going on, and apparently the new Baroness uh, is much more lenient and tolerant of the Vistani and does not see them as an ill omen.
Well, that's good.
And you called her the Lady Watcher?
Yes, Lady Watcher.
Lady Watcher.
Okay.
Um, we also recap at the beginning about Rudolf von Richten, and that's the name of the assassin trying to kill Strahd. We don't know what he looks like, or really even where to find him. He should be going by a false name, and Strahd wants him back alive.
Yeah. I don't know if we should find him.
Why?
If Strahd wants him, it may not be a good time for him.
Do you really want to make an all-powerful vampire upset?
Not really.
I mean, not just any vampire. Like, we've killed vampires before.
So you're saying we should work for him?
Not so much work for him as just try not to upset him in any sort of way.
So pretty much try
Ever.
not to die.
That would be a good way of putting it. Um, kind of going through the crowd here. Oh yeah, Blue Water Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to enter?
Absolutely. It's a bustling place. You see a few Vistani inside. Excuse me. Unlike what you've seen before, but there's a few in there. You see the Watcher brothers. You see what's his name? Shit. Oh my god, I blanked. There's too many V names.
Vasily?
Yeah, that's the one. Shoot, I can't believe I forgot his name. Okay, yes, Vasily. And of course, Danica behind the bar. Brom and Bray, her two young boys, are running around through the crowds, delivering mugs.
Danica, you say?
So I do. Oh, and also Soldar and Yavengi.
Oh, those are the two drunks.
Yeah, the two that sit together.
Yeah.
No, those are the hunters.
That I had a really good time with that one time.
No, that was the brothers you were thinking of, the Watcher brothers.
Oh, the Watcher brothers. I'll mosey on up to the bar
Mm-hmm.
and grab Danica's attention.
Oh, welcome back. I thought y'all had left for good this time.
Oh, no, it's gonna take a little bit more than vampires to get rid of us.
Oh, don't say that word too
Uh,
loud. A lot of people lost their people to, you know, recently.
Fair enough. Still a pretty sensitive subject.
Mm.
How is the family though? How is everybody? Everyone doing okay?
She kind of tousles Bram's hair as he rushes by. Oh yes, we're all very busy. Erwin's brothers went back to the winery, and I expect they'll get it up and running any day now.
Well, that's good. That's good. I came across a rather strange name on our journeys. Rudolph von Richten. Does that by any chance ring any bells?
pauses for a moment and she seems to think. She's like, no, can't say I remember that. It does seem to kind of tickle my memory, but I can't place it.
He may have been a traveler coming through here.
Oh, we get a fair amount of travelers through here. Most recently would probably be Rictavio, but he's left now. And then, of course, you guys.
Yeah. Though I don't know how long we will be staying here, but it sure has been nice.
Well, aren't you sweet?
What's the general mood here at the tavern?
It's not overly festive, except where a few Vistani are. Mostly it's somber. People drinking, people. Vasili's writing in a book. The Watcher brothers are a little raucous, as they were the last time you saw them. But generally, most of the people in Valaki in general, you've noticed, aren't that bubbly.
Could I maybe do like a little performance to just lighten up the mood some?
You can certainly try. What did you have in mind?
I'm actually just gonna kind of freestyle something on Lucifer.
And in real life?
No, just acoustics only.
Oh, but if you do it in real life, I'll give you advantage.
Ho 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 ho.
Well, I have been known to freestyle some. Let me just Google.
Don't you be Googling nobody.
Your
That's illegal.
No. I'm trying to clear my. Actually, you know what? Let me put it on Lofi's music. Maybe I might be able to. I don't know. We'll see. This could be really bad, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm here for it.
I am very curious.
You know what? Just turn your headsets off. Rebecca, if you can meet me in private, that'd be great too. That's cool.
No.
Oh no, the advantage means you have to perform for everybody. I think that's a worse advantage.
But is everybody in the inn though? Like,
Yeah,
certainly not everybody walked in.
they all followed you.
Waiting on bated breath.
So JR pulls Lucifer from, I can't even say that word, from behind his back, swings it to the front, and he strums a string, and then...
Hang on, one sec.
And then he stands there. Everybody waits with bated breath. Eyebrows raised.
Oh, all right, you're really messing up my concentration. Like I want to get in the zone, but this is not easy for me. Okay, very personal.
Lots of pressure.
Thanks. Gosh, I didn't feel it at all. Really. All right. Start playing, and here at the Blue Water Inn, my head's starting to spin I'm wondering if this is gonna happen again. If anybody knows what's going on, please just tell me. Um, shit. Then I'll make my performance check.
Largo just kind of like leans over and he whispers. He's like, "At the end of this song."
At the end of this song. So that's with advantage, so that's help.
Yes.
That was it. That was the big wham bam help.
Thank you, ma'am. So starts off kind of rocky, but then he just lays into these strings, and it's like a deity has come down and blessed these strings as he starts rocking out, and then he just goes into this riff, and then it's quiet as he wipes the sweat from his brow and shakes his mane, and the crowd begins to cheer. Wah! Yeah! They're slamming cups on tables and cheering as loud as they
That
can.
was awesome.
The crowd is much
Good
more
job,
festive.
Jay.
JR just he's kind of doing a humble thank you, and then he looks over at Largo and slips him a gold. Thank you.
He just like palms it to you.
I just, give him a slight little nod.
You're welcome.
He's like, I know. That being said, now that the mood is a little more lively, if not much more, gonna go over to Soldar and Yavendi, the hunters.
All right. As you come, they go, "Welcome back, brother. That was a mighty fine performance."
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, what he said.
Working on some stuff on the road, gives you some time to think.
That was great. And Vangi goes, "Yeah, great."
Uh, so I was wondering if y'all had ever heard of a fellow by the name of Rudolph von Richten.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh,
So thanks to your
Love it.
stupendous performance, these normally grim, serious fellows are happy to sit with you, share a drink, and tell you what they know, which unfortunately is not a lot. They do tell you they've heard the name. He's supposedly a legendary vampire hunter, but that was almost 100 years ago.
Jr. Kind of scratches the back of his head. Oh well, I was just wondering. I had just heard his name in my travels, so it kind of piqued my interest, and I just thought y'all guys would know the most.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's kind of my hero, cause he's a hunter, and that's why I became a hunter. But he's. I'm sure he's dead after all this time. He was pretty old back then, from what I hear.
Uh, did he have a favorite city or maybe a whereabouts way to track him?
Get this, I hear he wasn't even from around here. I heard he came from another world, if you believe that.
Oh no, that's outlandish. Oh,
I heard that he was so good at his job that the monsters were afraid of him.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I won't grill y'all anymore. Um, y'all just enjoy the rest of y'all's evening.
Oh yeah, we'll have a good evening. Yeah, we'll have a good evening. You take care now. Take care.
All right, y'all take care too. And he just kind of gives kind of a happy wave, like yeah. I'll go back to my group and just tell everybody what I've kind of learned from Danica and Soldar and Yavengi. So, what do y'all think, Val, Largo, and Holland?
Well, from what you've said, they believe he's dead, but if Strahd thinks he's alive, does that mean he's immortal? Like he never ages?
I mean, there's only a slim chance that he'd be pulling our leg.
He kind of seems serious about it. And we already know vampires can live an unknown amount of time.
I don't know what to think.
I don't either, really.
Well, let's see. I guess we could ask the Watcher brothers on the way out and see if they know anything. Although they're not the most reliable people.
As you look over at them and say that, you see one of the brothers is balancing a mug on his head and splashing more beer on his head than he's keeping in the cup. The other's laughing at him.
Yep, definitely credible sources.
Oh, that is just awesome. They seem like stand-up fellows.
Oh, they most certainly are. I mean, I guess depending on the information you're looking for.
Well, from what you said, I think they're telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. several hundred years old. Monsters were scared of him. I mean, and then not even from here, from a different world. Not sure what that's
Well,
supposed to mean.
that could mean the same as us. We're not from this realm, I guess is what you'd call it. Or this plane. I'm not sure. But we weren't from here. We're from the Swords Coast.
That's a good point.
I'll be right back. I have to reset Discord. Okay, I'm back.
That was really fast.
Yep. If I don't have it,
Dead real quick.
my computer doesn't like Discord unless I have it run as administrator.
Makes sense.
It's kind of random. I used to have a lot of problems with Discord, like the audio. For whatever reason, it would turn off my other audio. Like if I'm listening to music and I turn on Discord, it'll just turn off Internet Explorer sounds, all of them.
Yeah, I noticed that if you have Discord open on your phone and you also have like, let's say Spotify, it'll decrease Spotify's volume by over 50% if you enter a voice chat.
So how are we gonna find this guy?
Oh man, I have no idea. With the very little information we were given, the only person I could really think is, oh, you know who might know, and this is a stretch, but Madam Ava. Madam Ava might be able to give us some advice.
And do we know where she is?
I know she might be near, but as far as is, no. I mean, all Vistani know each other, right? I mean, am I right?
Largo just starts shaking his head.
From
Wow.
behind JR Largo, you can see a couple of Vistani throw JR some dirty looks.
Largo kind of looks
That's
at
the
them and
best
he
idea.
nods, like, mm-hmm.
I'm joking. There's Vistani behind me, aren't there?
Either that or you've been drinking.
Yep. Definitely drunk. Yep. In fact, we should get out of here before I get too drunk.
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay.
Um, So, kind of leaving the inn, I'm sure the streets are still pretty crowded.
Hmm.
Do all the Vistani kind of look like they came from the East Camp?
It's impossible to tell.
But you can
They
tell
don't.
they all kind of look similar.
They look like Vistani in that they have the dark hair and the pale skin, and they all wear brightly colored clothes. But that's about it as far as similarities. They stand out in the crowds of Valaki. The Valakians wearing very dour, um, dark clothes.
Hmm. Okay. Um, I guess I will try my luck and try and go talk to one. Hopefully, it's not the same guy that I talked to earlier, because that would be really awkward.
So you go up to the same guy that you were talking to earlier, who has now got some parcels under his arms and is leaning up against a building.
um. Oh. Hey there. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Madam Ava, would you?
His eyes he was kind of grinning at you at first. He's just like, what does this dummy want now? But now his eyes kind of widen a little bit, just imperceptibly. And he's just like, you know, Madame Eva?
Uh, yeah. Well, me and my friends. Oh, we met her a while back. She was a very nice lady. Um, I was wondering if you knew where we could find her.
Oh no, she is not part of our clan. Though I hear many stories. Have you looked where you looked before?
Uh, no, no, sir. Because where we were before when we found her, she was a ways away.
Mm, most seerses do not wander from their clan. Though, of course, ours is. He kind of laughs. He's like, of course, ours is traveling. She is, not conventional, that one. But most seerses, not ours, stay with their camps.
But don't the camps travel and move?
We are, travelers by nature. But when we settle in to a place, usually we stay a while. As long as we are not thrown out, we are comfortable. Where our wagons are, we are home.
Well, thank you.
Mm. Now, unless you have further business, and he kind of raises an eyebrow at you, JR, suggestively. He says, unless you have further business with me, I must return to my home.
Oh, yeah, it's just I was gonna ask somebody, and I just happened to bump into you again. I really didn't mean
Right,
to inconvenience you
right.
at all. Um, it's just uh,
Well, if you need to find me, already out in the encampment. That's the stone. And he kind of brushes a hand against your arm. And then takes off.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you. I look back at everybody. What a great guy.
I think he likes you.
Oh yeah.
I think you get along well.
Everybody likes me. Yeah.
Well, shall we try and go find her?
About what time of day is it right now?
It's probably just around noon.
I mean, if we leave now, it's gonna be getting pretty dark. I mean, well, I guess we could leave. Would we be able to make it to the camp before it got too dark?
Make a survival check.
Wow.
I know, right? Where's these rolls when I need a fight?
Right? It would definitely be after sundown by the time you rolled into camp. It'd probably be close to midnight.
So, I mean, we could try and hoof it in the morning and just run errands here in town until then.
We could.
JR, you feel something small and hard hit your shoulder.
Check my coin purse immediately.
Okay. Still there?
Then I turn around and try and find out what it was.
Looking the direction from... You see a small rock down on the ground. And looking in the direction where you think it came from, leads down an alleyway. There you see a Vistana kind of poke her head out and motion you towards her. And then duck back in.
I'll pick up the rock, show the guys. Okay, so this rock, does it have anything like written on it or nothing?
It just seems like a pebble.
Hey, I think someone just threw this at me at that alleyway, and it looked like Vistani.
Do you think she wants to talk to you?
I think she was trying to motion for me to go over. Do y'all want to come with, or y'all gonna hold it down here?
I don't know if all of us going is the best idea.
I'm down to go.
Well, I don't think it's a good idea for us to all go there, but let's see what happens.
Largo could always just watch my back just in case, and you and
Largo flexes.
watch the streets.
We should go with you for safety.
Not your safety.
All right.
For Val's safety.
Yep.
For safety. Safety. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Start walking that direction.
You walk into the alleyway, and you're pulled in quickly by this female Vistana. And she goes, "Could you be any more obvious?" And she quickly ushers all of you in and pulls you back behind some crates. "I hear you are looking for Van Richten. Why are you looking for him?"
Well, we are just trying to find out who he is. We heard his
Marco
name.
does the thumb to neck and goes.
She squints her eyes and she goes, "So you are enemies of his?"
No, actually, we're not. I'm just kidding.
Not technically. Right now, we're on neither side.
"And you are
No, we're
lying."
just supposed to find him.
She's pointing at Hollow
Wait.
Down. She goes, "You are lying."
Lying as in how?
"You have lied to me."
Holland, what'd you do?
I don't know. All I said was right now we're on neither side.
Before that,
So,
you just said you had heard his name, and that is why you are looking for him. That is a lie.
well, not technically a lie, but we have heard his name.
Yes, but that is not why you are looking for him.
That is true.
You're looking over this Vistana. Something that stands out to you is that where her right leg is, from the knee down, it is a metallic contraption. Tell me true. Tell me, what did you intend when you find him?
Me, I'm mostly following my party. I myself
That I believe.
would like to not harm the man that we're looking for. I believe he could be extremely helpful given our circumstance.
She points, she kind of waves her finger accusingly between the remaining three. "And the rest of you? What is your intention?"
Oh, he's definitely going to be useful. It's just a matter of how.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right, Largo.
Do not twist words with me.
Right. Oh, they're not minced. Either he'll become an ally or we'll turn him in, and that will help us out greatly.
I cannot trust you. She steps out from behind the crates and she goes, "If you find him and you have ill intentions, he will kill you." She begins to walk away.
It really just more depends on him.
She
I
seems
shrug.
pretty serious.
Let's take a quick break so I can get something to drink.
Sounds good. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
I'm here.
How's your work been going?
It's insane. I was just there this morning, even though I was supposed to be off. Like, it's really good, but very tiring being there so constant. We had lost 2 more people in the past 2 weeks, which is good because we're losing all the people we don't want around, and the only people left are good hard workers that are like enjoyable people. But it's still a roller coaster.
Well, that's good that the people that are willing to actually work are staying.
I wish my job was like that. Losing people by the second over at Lowe's.
Why are people leaving?
I think I keep hearing a lot of the same stuff, but it's not a very specific reason. I think people are just feeling mistreated by leadership, and when you don't really feel appreciated after a certain amount of time, you just kind of you lose interest. You know,
That's true.
so I think that's just where a lot of people are. They don't feel appreciated, and they feel like they're being overworked and underpaid.
Yeah, I notice that more and more as time goes on.
Well,
All right.
Oh, I've been here, guys. Sorry.
You cool, you cool. We know you never leave. You're here, even on Thursdays.
I'm always watching.
Is Val here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
here.
never left either.
Okay. Awesome. Too scared. Okay, y'all are standing in an alleyway.
So, what should we do now?
One sec, just typing in some notes. Y'all do y'all's thing. I'm actually gonna start taking like worded notes again. Uh, I had just been drawing, I guess, the maps and stuff, but not really people or things or stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back to doing that. Yeah, because it's helped in the past.
That's true.
Um, Largo, did you by any chance remember the the grave digger's name?
I never remember names. Who are you?
Oh shit. Because well, I'm sure you know why.
I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to ask.
Huh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh, we could probably even get to him before sunset.
Mm-hmm.
See, what do you think a good spot to start would be? Maybe by the church? If not at?
I think that sounds reasonable.
Alright. Start heading that way. Because I think we can kind of get something done here.
So you head back towards the west,
I am.
towards the church. And as you head that way, you see a woman standing out in front of the church, kind of just staring up at it.
Does that seem creepy to you?
Is she doing it creepily or is it just kind of like in awe?
It's hard to tell at this distance, but she kind of seems lost.
I well, okay, and then next question, does she look Bastani or does she kind of look Balakian?
Definitely on the side of Valakian.
Okay. I will go walk over there. Yeah, howdy.
she kind of gives a little start as you do that. She's like, "Oh, I was looking," and then she sees Largo coming up behind you. She's like, "Father Largo, oh, I was looking for you. You weren't here. I need you to pray for me."
Oh, oh, okay.
Now, Largo, you have seen this woman before. Her name is Wilhelmina, and she's come and asked you to pray every day that you were there.
I suppose I'll take her aside and do what I normally do.
Oh, thank you, Father Largo. It's my son, and she goes on to the same story you've heard over and over about her son's family being singled out by the former Baron and his men at arms, and how their house was burned down, and they've been living with her since. And she just wants you to pray for their happiness and her happiness, and for them to get the hell out. Basically, is what you kind of glean.
Have I ever found out exactly why her son's family's been singled out?
You haven't ever asked yet, and she hasn't volunteered it.
Okay, well then, after everything's done, I'll ask her.
Oh,
So, well, why exactly was your son singled out?
oh, well, they accused him of malicious unhappiness. And you know, Frederick, he's not always a very cheerful man, but you know, you had to go to all those festivals and whatnot, and Frederick didn't go to one.
And why didn't he?
Well, he was busy, trying to. He thought he could get a little extra work in, help feed the barons, and oh, well, the baron didn't like that. He sent that horrible fellow Izek after him, and oh, him with that demon arm. She kind of gives a little spit to the side. Not really spit, but just kind of the motion of it. And she goes, "Oh, I'm so glad he's gone." Thank you for
Oh
praying
yeah,
with
of
me,
course.
Father.
Yeah, let's just hope he finds happiness again.
I will pray it is so. Morning, Lord, guide him. And she gives you a little curtsy and begins to walk out of the church.
Largo walked back over to the group. So, did y'all like hear that shit? Y'all want to do anything about that?
Was minding my own business. What exactly did she want?
Oh, geez, you're gonna make me go through this whole spiel, and I'll start breaking it down for him.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to be respectful while y'all did y'all's thing. So maybe we should go. Well, first of all, do we know where she lives? So maybe we could find Frederick?
Sure.
Okay, okay.
I think it may be best to help her.
Okay. Uh, since we're at the church, do you want to see if someone's here already?
I'm down for whatever, man. I just brought it up because it was there.
Gotcha. Okay. Uh, we'll go inside the church real quick.
The church is a burnt out ruin. It's definitely been cleaned up some. Largo, you did that. But there is nobody inside.
Well, of course not. They're dead.
Yeah, kind of figured as much. Um, are there any like really close nearby houses to the church?
Not super close. There's a fence around the property, but then the rest of the town is kind of cramped in around it.
Would Here's a weird question. Would Largo know? Well, I'll just ask Largo. Uh, Largo, would you happen to know where the previous father for this church lived, having ties with the church?
Largo, you
I
do know.
believe here.
Yeah, you do know that there was several rooms in the back of the church, kind of a parishioner's spot, and also the Holy Man's spot room. Sorry, but that's about as far as your exploration took you.
Well, all right then. You wanna lead the way?
To like his room.
Yeah, or maybe somewhere near where we might be able to find him.
Okay, I'm sorry. Out again. Who?
It was Father. One sec.
The father died, bro, during the vampire attack.
Yep.
Oh, that was Father Lucian, wasn't it?
Yep.
But then
He
somebody
didn't
took
make
over
it.
for him.
That's why Lagos had to like take over so many duties.
Dear God.
So Largo, I mean, well, he's dead. He's in the graveyard out there.
Didn't he leave his grave at one time?
He was one of the vampires that came out and attacked. Yes.
But he's back now.
He got better.
Better is not the word that I would use.
More dead.
More.
That is better.
Okay. Well then. Where would we find the gravedigger? Maybe we could go to his rooms. Go to the rooms at the back of the church, and maybe see if we could
Sure.
find
And I'll leave that way.
like his his contact info or something. Somebody to contact. I mean, I don't know. I'm lost. Like, you know,
Yeah, it's all
I'm
super
just trying
burnt
to
out.
drum up an idea. God.
There's a cleaned off area where Largo's kind of been was staying a couple nights, but that's about it. You can tell the wood's all charred, the stones are blackened. What are you doing?
Well, that's certainly a thing. We've been to the grave robbers. Why do I keep saying that? To the grave digger's house.
We have,
Uh,
or
but
at
I
least his
have to
place
do a
of
survival.
business.
That's true. That's true. Would I have to make a survival check just to get back there?
The gravedigger?
Yeah.
He lived at the orphanage.
You're talking about the coffin maker.
The coffin maker was the one that set up Bluto, right? Because that's the one I'm trying to get a hold of.
Yes, he's the one that got the guy to get the kid to get the bones, if that's what you're going for.
Yep. Coffin maker.
It's been a
Oh
while.
my god.
I've
No
known the whole
wonder. I
time what
was
he's
like,
looking for, but I was enjoying it too much.
oh, I'm gonna punch. Oh my god. I hate you.
No, you know it's on the far eastern side of town.
I don't know if I want to go now.
That's fine.
I'll start heading to the east.
I don't know if I want to go this way anymore. I start going this way.
Talking to myself, just me, doing that. The coffin maker's name, I don't remember either. So,
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
yeah. But the grave digger, I think, was Miliov. But the coffin maker, I do not remember.
As you make your way through the town, through the square, and out to a stockyard, you stop before the house that the late Yeska had taken you to before. There you see the door is torn off of its hinges, and the inside shadowed and dark.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Um, that's not good. I would like to circle this house one time. See if I see anything different. Are like all the windows busted out? Like this place was just looted? or did it just look like maybe somebody was looking for something, so they got in and got out?
Yes, the windows are busted out, but only on the top floor. And only on the right and back sides. Oh, I'm sorry, not the top floor, the ground floor. One of
Okay.
the there's another door on the back right hand side that is busted outwards.
Okay, so the front door is busted inwards, and the back door is busted outwards.
Right.
All right. So that's what I found. Do y'all want to try and enter?
Largo just shouts inside, "Hello!"
Well, that's gonna wake someone up. I'm gonna be ready to follow everybody in if they want to go in.
I'm not leading the way.
Are you sure? You could.
No. I'm just a big soft minotaur. No, I'm good.
Well,
Well,
I
if you
guess
don't
if
want to
you
go
don't
in,
want to
I'll
go
go in
in,
first.
and I will step through the doorway.
Bye.
I'll spit my tea out.
You step into a room that is just torn apart. You think from the scattered tools and furniture, this may have been a workshop at one point. It no longer is. There are two doors on the eastern side, one more northwards, one more southward, immediately to the right of the door you just came in.
Hmm. It looks like there was a battle in here, and I'll head to the south door.
Okay. It swings open gently as you touch it, not even latched. In this room, a table with four scattered chairs sits in the easternmost corner. A lantern hanging from a chain directly above where the table is shattered, um, and a body lies in front of two well made cabinets against the eastern wall. A door exits to the north.
I'm gonna run over to the person and see if I can help them if they're alive, and if not, then I'd like to see if I can figure out what has killed them.
Well, before you even get to him, the smell confirms your worst fears. He is most certainly dead and has been for a few days. Uh, Looking him over, make a medicine check as decay has begun.
Hey, I'm surprised.
It's
Aren't we all?
it's faint as you're probing along the swollen flesh of his neck, but you do find 2 puncture marks.
Oh, that's not good. Well, at least he won't be coming back. And I will turn around to go and find the rest of the party.
Surreptitiously wiping your hands against your robes.
Someone's been attacked in here a few days ago. No one's checked on this building.
Is it the coffin maker?
I'm not sure, but whoever it is has a vampire bite.
Uh,
Suppose Largo will go in there and like firemen lift him and start walking back to the church.
It is disturbingly sloshy as you lift him, and parts of him fall away on the floor as you do so.
And while Largo does that, I will go to the other unopened door that's in the first room.
That door pushes open as easily as the last. And inside this room, it is filled with coffins. Their lids lying on the floor next to them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that this is the coffin maker. And then
One thing that catches your eyes about these coffins, with their lids off of them, there's dirt in these coffins.
oh, that is not good. Well, I'm gonna go and find Val.
Holland comes up to you, grabs your hand. No.
Yeah, I'm right here.
It seems like there were vampires hiding in the coffins in the building. We may want to stay close to each other so we don't get attacked.
I'll hold his hand.
And I will let it happen.
Holland's
Because I
like,
would
this is
rather
my life
be
now.
with my group than. Yep, I'd rather be with the group than in a hole in the ground. And I'm guessing that the door in the kitchen leads out into the backyard.
The
I go
door
try
in
it?
the room, in the coffin room, there was a door also. Sorry, I should have mentioned this. There was
Okay.
4 doors total, including the one you came in. There was one that was busted outwards leading into the yard. There was one leading into the kitchen area, and there was another.
Okay, then I'll go check the one that's still closed. With Val.
JR, are you going with Argo, or were you following these two?
uh, hey, Largo, did you need a hand, buddy?
I got this.
And watching him just kind of makes him go, And so he goes to follow Val and Holland.
He's like, he got
That's
that.
fair.
Yeah, yeah. Nope, he don't need no help, he said.
Yeah, and there you go. I might mention that smell is abominable. Um, as you open the door that you haven't explored yet, Holland, Val firmly attached to your other hand, you see this leads to some stairs leading upwards.
I will look at Val and say, well, I'm going up. If you want to stay down here, you can. And then I'm gonna make
Well,
my sword appear.
if the coffins are down here, up should be a better thing. We always end up going down and getting into trouble. Up's gotta be good, right?
Let's hope. But just in case. And I bring out my sword. And I head up.
You've got your sword held mightily before you, Val trailing along behind. As you reach the top landing of the stairs, you see a door to either side.
Right before going up, Val will see the whole sword thing and go watch him going, look down at their fist and go, sigh, and then walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
It's like, it didn't work.
Lucifer, and he's gonna get Lucifer ready. That's a thing.
You just string it up before you. You swing it over in front of you, and you just start playing a little da-na, da-na.
Drum, 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 drum.
I imagine you're getting dirty looks from Val at this point.
Oh yeah. Which way, Holland?
I'm heading up, heading to the other door.
There was 2 doors at the top of the stairs.
Let's go to the first one.
Right or
I
left?
think you said it was on the right.
Okay, we can go to the right one. They're equidistant on either side of you, so.
Okay.
You open the door, and inside, a trashed, what looks like it might have been a kitchen at one time. Food lies rotten, spilled out of the cabinets, and a table is cracked in half. There's also a door leading northwards from here.
Well, looks like there was a struggle in here. And I'll head towards the door.
This door is ajar. And in this room, what might have been a bedroom at one time.
Wait, so how can a door be ajar also?
Well, it's not a bookshelf, so.
That really eliminates it, honestly.
So, this door's hanging open, and in this, it looks like somebody had a vendetta against this bedroom in particular, as the bed is shredded as if by sharp objects. Wool coming out of the mattress, feathers strewn about the floor. A chair has been shredded in the same manner. A table, bookshelf, and a wardrobe seem to have weathered the destruction.
Seems like somebody was looking for something and got frustrated. Wonder what they were looking for. And then I'll turn around and lead everybody to the other door, the one on the left, and see what's behind it.
You open. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Did you want to check out the room, the stuff in the room, though? Gerald just he kind of wants to just glance over at the bookshelf and maybe look for a book on poetry.
Make an investigation check.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da.
Very nice rolls all day.
Man, I'm on fire.
You do
Well,
find a
let's
book.
hope you don't burn.
You do find a book called The Wabberjockey by Carol Lewis.
Rapper jockey, huh? Yeah, Gerald kind of open it and kind of glance over the first page or so and walk over to the said there was a wardrobe in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the wardrobe. I'll open the door to the wardrobe.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'm trying to get that book for ya. Okay. Looking in this room, wardrobe, sorry. You see that it's got a handful of clothes hanging from a bar across the top. Helen, were you still going in the other room?
Yes, I was.
Okay. In the other room, it's a large, drafty room strung with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. There's stacks of wooden planks lying amid several crates that are marked junk.
I guess I'll start going through the boxes marked junk.
As you lift the lid off of one of the boxes, all that's inside of it is earth.
Oh, that's not good. And I'll put that box down and open another one. Same thing.
Same thing. There's a total of
Oh,
6
this place is
crates
cursed.
packed with earth.
Oh, that's not good. I guess I'll try and go find Jay.
J.I.
So I found a bunch of hanging clothes in the wardrobe.
Yes, what you would expect in a wardrobe.
Um, oh. Hmm. Anything particular about 'em? Are they nice clothes, or are they just kind of like, meh, common clothes?
They're dour workman's clothes.
Um, can I maybe like go through them and see if I can find anything?
You're just looking through the pockets?
JR's. Yeah.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Wah, wah, wah.
They seem to be empty.
Hmm. Uh, got this really cool book at least. Start walking over to where Holland went.
Y'all meet on the staircase.
You need to come see this.
So do you. And I hold up the book.
That's an interesting novel. What's it about?
I haven't really gotten that far into it.
Hmm. Well,
Anyways, what'd you find?
boxes of dirt. Lots of dirt. It seems, as I'm thinking about it, we may be in a place where vampires create more vampires and let them loose on the town.
Have you gone through the box? Have you gone through the dirt though to maybe look for
Not
bones?
not yet, but that's why I was going to get you to help go through them.
Okay. I think let's give that a shot.
So I'll go over to the first box I opened and I'll start rummaging through it.
Are you doing the same thing?
Same thing.
Both of y'all make some investigation checks.
Well, I can't fail twice in a row.
As you dig through the dirt and sift through it, it's clear to you there's nothing other than dirt in these crates.
Okay.
As I thought. They must be using it to bury the people in coffins and have them rise later in the night.
Personally, I think we just need to burn the whole house down. That's just my opinion. Or at least alert the authorities.
Speaking of authorities, Largo, you are carrying a dead body through town. It's not long before you're stopped by some guards. Oh. Hey, what's all this then?
I mean,
Oh, oh God. That is just ripe.
found it at the coffin maker's shop.
And you just thought you'd take it out for a ride then?
To the grave. That's what I do. I bury dead people. And this one's quite dead.
He kind of gulps a little. He's like, uh, yeah, on your way then. As you were. And they quickly walk off.
I would have been like, oh, I could just leave it here for you.
Why didn't he use a cop?
Don't know.
Real clerics don't need carts.
Or own them.
Oh, yeah. Or own them. Never had a use.
And I'm on my way.
Kind of going through the book that I have. Have I learned anything?
I don't know, have you?
I don't know. Have I? What's the book even about? It's about what's a wabber jockey?
I posted
Where
the
does it
poem.
come from? Wait, where? Oh, there it is. I don't know why I didn't
Just
see that.
replace Jabberwock with Wabberjock, okay? Because I forgot to do that. And it's Sanderbatch. See? Hey-o.
Once I'm done going through the dirt, I'll see if Val wants to try and go find Largo. And I'll let JR know that we're going to go find Largo.
That sounds good to me.
Oh.
Meanwhile, JR is reading a book of poems as y'all leave.
Pretty, some pretty heavy words there on that poem. Vorpal sword confirmed, but I guess I didn't get anything out of it. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this building already.
They're already downstairs.
I was talking to myself and Lucifer.
You say as you walk downstairs. Um, Largo got a little bit of head start on you, but he's not moving that fast. So y'all will both reach. Both groups will reach the church around the same time. Having caused quite a stir as you carried this body through town, shocking quite a few people.
Alrighty then. Reach the church. I'm going to. I guess since Largo is really carrying the body, try and get a head start and maybe find a shovel.
There's still shovels from the last time y'all buried a bunch of people.
Cool. I will start digging a hole.
And I'll help out.
What did we do last time just to make sure vampires didn't come back?
Are you asking me or are you asking the group?
That's Largo asking the guy.
That's what I thought.
You know, I don't remember. I keep digging.
I think if I remember correctly, if someone's killed by a vampire and then buried, they'll rise sometime in the night. But I'm not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, but my question was what we did to prevent that last time?
I think you have to. What did that guy that helped us do or say? He said something about piercing their heart. What did they pierce it with? Was it a chair leg that they turned into some kind of weapon? Like
Maybe.
a stake?
Yeah, let's just get a piece of wood and spike it.
Kind of like a stake? A ground spike?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can try that.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
There's plenty
Want to
of
do something just to be on the safe side.
So Largo, you grab a piece and you're like, "Nah, it used to be part of a pew. That'll do." You grab it and you go to slam it down in his chest, and it kind of sucks in to the cavity, and a bit of liquid kind of spews out around the edges.
Just a heads up, if you ever need steaks, I do have like 9 of them. You know, us coming around all this, I thought it'd be prudent to have some. Didn't know they were so unknown. So, for the future.
Val just
Well,
like
that is
opens
helpful.
part of their robe, and it's kind of like a bandolier of steaks.
Instead of daggers. How strange. You sure like to collect things.
Alright, let's take a 5-minute break while y'all dig those holes.
Grandpa, I'm tired of this.
Shut up and start digging!
It's too damn bad.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was. I put y'all's theme song in the shitpost channel.
Oh, holes. I was totally gonna look that up.
You got to go and dig those holes.
And after we bury this poor soul, I'll give a little prayer.
With broken
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm here.
doesn't.
Just jam into my song here.
So, y'all finish the grave and throw the coffin maker, whose name you don't remember, into the open grave. The sick. He lands. I hope none of y'all are eating during this session.
Nope, not right now.
Not anymore.
Did y'all find anything?
We found boxes full of dirt and a book.
The whole place had been pretty much ransacked. Went through the kitchen. Everything was just kind of destroyed. Through the rooms, everything was pretty much just torn up from the floor and up. You know.
From the flow up.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought
Got a
that.
little ring to it.
Jer hears this, and then it clicks a few seconds later, and he takes out a pen and paper and he starts like writing that down. And he says to himself, "Noted."
Think they were looking for the bones?
I mean, it's entirely possible. We did try and look around the house to see if, just in case, maybe there were bones, but there were not. There were a lot of coffins in there with the lids off of them, that had dirt inside. Holland is pretty sure that they all came from vampires. It's like a vampire spawn point.
Did y'all check for vampires?
We didn't find any within the building.
In the dirt?
We did dump it out and go through it. We didn't find anything in it.
Okay.
Though you would be hard pressed of getting somebody's body in one of those boxes.
Do you think maybe we should alert the authorities on this, or? 'Cause I don't know. I don't feel comfortable knowing that there's a point where vampires are coming back to, possibly, and they might attack these people.
Well, that is true. We should be careful.
I mean, all we have to do is tell the authorities, and they might even just burn the whole house down. But if we do it, we'll probably get in a lot of trouble.
We should probably alert the guards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Dump the body, boom, and then we'll bury it, boom, and then we'll go head towards one of the guard posts.
Boom.
Boom.
they're mostly stationed at the gates, which is the north and the western gates.
I mean, we're already on the western side, I think.
Yeah, you're on the western side ish.
Well, all right, let's go check out that western gate and see if there's any guards.
There's a couple there. No, it's not as rigidly watched as the first time you came in.
Uh, excuse me, sirs. Could I have a moment of your time?
One of the guards looks up and he's kind of got like a confused look on his face. He goes, "Yeah."
Uh, seems as though we came across a house
There's a
that
lot of
looked like
houses.
it had been.
Oh,
Right. This one looked like it had been
okay.
ransacked.
Oh,
And right. It was the coffin maker's house. The guy that was,
oh.
making the coffins. Yeah. And
I don't know who that is.
right. Well, I mean, haven't you ever had a loved one pass away and then wonder who makes the coffins?
He kind of looks at you. He's like, "No, are you saying I should?
No.
I like my loved ones.
No.
I even love them.
I'm sure they're great people.
Yeah, they are.
But there was a body in the coffin maker's house.
Did you put it
And
there?
it had vampire. No.
Are you a
Do
vampire?
I look like a vampire?
I don't know. I don't.
No. Are you?
Are you a vampire?
No.
Am I a vampire?
Do you have a captain or a supervisor on guard?
He kind of scratches his head. He's like, no.
Do you know when one will be by?
No, they're all dead. He does the little thumb across the throat thing that Largo did earlier. You know.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, okay? I think vampires are going back to this house, and if they come back, there might be more vampires later. I think we should just burn the house down.
He looks horrified at you. It's like, you can't just burn people's houses down.
What if it's a breeding point for vampires?
I don't know a lot about vampires, but I don't think fire is the way.
I think
And he kind of
that you are.
he turns to the guard that's sitting on the outside of the gate. He's like, Jerry, how do you get rid of vampires? I don't know, man. Do you like stuff them full of garlic? It's not fire, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to be set on fire. But I'm not a vampire, am I? So they start having this debate. No, what about a silver? That's werewolves.
Classic.
And so basically it's turned into a discussion at this point, and they're paying you no mind whatsoever.
So,
Beat your children.
I'm going to.
I hear them being bad.
I mean, we could make. I don't know. We could try and go through the house one more time, looking for the bones.
And maybe we'll
I don't
see
know.
if he comes back.
Wait, say that again?
And maybe wait and see if anybody comes back.
I mean, I think the only people that are going to be coming back to that house are going to be vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how late in the day is it?
At this point, you've dragged a body across town. It's getting towards dusk. Had an enlightened conversation. Yeah, duskish.
Maybe not right now, right now. You know, we could always go get a room at the Blue Water Inn or anywhere really.
If you think that's best.
It's just when it gets late in the day, bad things tend to happen to us, and I really just do not want to be out at night.
I completely agree. I think this is the most sound plan we've had in a while. Good thinking, JR. I just cannot support this enough.
Well,
You know, I fully agree. This is the first plan we've ever actually come up with and actually followed.
alrighty then. All in favor of getting a room at the Blue Water Inn? Here we go.
Aye.
Yes.
Maybe just kind of shrugs, whatever.
Well, I count that as a vote.
The vote is whatever.
Sounds like a yes. Sounded like a 55-45 yes, no, but it was more yes than no.
I'm just saying. Name one good thing that's happened to us at night. Just try. Off the cuff. Just one.
We have a good night's sleep.
A delicious dinner at a mansion.
And we didn't die.
Yeah, that's right. Best thing that happens to us is at night is not dying. Just gonna throw that out there. That's like the height of our goal there.
Well, I do not want to spend another night at that castle. I swear the lady that I was dancing with wanted to strangle me.
Same.
JR's same is slightly haunted.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. All
It's
right.
like so much
the,
more. To the Blue Water Inn.
Yes.
It's definitely more boisterous than it was. Um, it's the Watcher brothers still. A few Vistani, including the one that pulled you off into into the alleyway, though she is sitting by herself. And a bunch of Alakians.
Oh, guys. Um, I kind of feel like we should tell that Bastani the truth.
I mean, I kind of did.
Right, but did you say anything about you know who? And then, like, he gets his.
They really give me a
he gets
chance to.
Uh,
She kind of left off in a huff.
okay. Do you want one of us to talk to her, or should we just all talk to her? I'd hate to surround her. You know, Val, I think you're good with talking, right?
You're pretty good too.
Yeah, it's kind of your thing.
Oh, it hardly. No, no.
I do believe it is your thing.
Everybody's kind of got their fingers on their nose except JR.
Yes, greatly yes.
What are y'all doing? Oh no.
She did throw a rock at you.
That is true. No one else can say that they had that certain thing happen to them.
Thanks, guys. Y'all are just the best.
Hey, we're not throwing you to the wolves.
Aren't you though? So I'll go over to the table.
She glares at you as you approach.
I feel like I owe you a bit of an apology for what happened earlier today.
She stares at you.
You wanted to know what our intentions were with, and then he just kind of lowers his voice to Rudolph von Richten. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
She nods her head and motions for you to continue.
So you'll probably not believe me if I told you. But we spent the night in Strahd's castle, and he wanted us to capture this guy and bring him back to the castle for his own keeping.
She leans forward on the table, resting her elbows on it. And she looks at you. And she goes, "That I believe."
You actually, you believe me?
Did I not just say so?
Yeah, it's just, It's just it was such a wild night. I didn't think that anybody would believe us. So, it's not really something we'd want to brag about. It's actually really kind of hard to come to terms with the fact that we didn't die and he wants such a big favor from us,
He
you know?
always wants something from the adventurers he brings here. You okay, JR?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Okay,
I'm
you
good.
just got
I'm
really
listening.
quiet.
Sorry. Um, you know, we don't know exactly still what he wanted, but we had a vague idea why he brought us here. But now that we've kind of had dinner together and dancing, now he's asking a favor from us. And did you say that he does this a lot?
From what I hear, yes. But what is more important to me is whether you intend to hand Van Richten over to him.
Well, I mean, you said it yourself. If our intentions are pretty ill, he's just gonna kill us outright.
She smirks a little. Yes, that is true.
Do you know this person?
Answer my question and I will answer yours.
Hold on, out of character. What was the question?
What are your intentions? Do you intend to turn him over?
I mean, that was the whole reason we came out this way. But to clarify, what Largo meant earlier today was he could be an ally, and then just kind of looks around to make sure nobody's looking. He could be an ally to maybe taking this guy out. Taking out Strahd.
She leans even further forward, and she goes, is that what you want?
What I really want is to get out of Barovia, and I just don't see that happening if Strahd's just going to be running us around and around and around. Meanwhile, killing people, a lot of innocent people. So if it gets us out of here safely, yes.
She sits back up, and she reaches into the pocket of her greatcoat. She lays a deck of cards on the table, and she
Oh god, not
spreads it
this.
out,
Oh,
and she shuffles it, and she says, draw.
um, isn't there another way?
This will tell me your intentions.
JR reaches out, grabs the card, flips it.
The first card you pull is the card of mists. Ah, she says. Draw another.
JR kind of, he's very nervous, obviously. Reaches out again, grabs another card, and flips it.
You pull the charlatan. And she studies it for a moment, her brow furrowed, and then she looks up at you. She goes, "Brother." She kisses the two fingers on her right hand and presses them to your forehead. I did not know. You kind of feel this
what is it?
tingly sensation.
What did you see? What is it?
And she looks you over and she goes, "You are Vistani."
I'm confused. How?
She looks over the cards and then she draws two for herself that she holds up. And she goes, "You've wandered most of your life, have you not?"
Yeah, absolutely. That's 100% accurate.
Even before you joined your profession, you wandered. Even before you left your family.
This is correct.
She pulls a couple more cards, flips them over, studies them, flips them back. And she goes, "Your family is in Barovia. They are Vistani. They have traveled all their lives, but they have run afoul of Strahd, and he has locked them away.
Well, wait. What else do you know? You locked them away. How'd they even get here?
We Vistani are free to travel the mists that surround Barovia. You have been too long from your clan, brother. You do not have these powers. But do you not remember when you were younger, traveling to places that were unlike the world you found yourself in?"
Yeah. I mean, we traveled a lot. I'm very, as you might say, cultured.
She chuckles. "Well, I wouldn't say that. But you have been to many planes, my friend, my brother."
JR just kind of sits in silence. Oh,
She puts her hand out, palm up, across the table. "My name is Esmeralda de Avenir, and I am the student of Rudolf von Richten. and that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
You said her name was Esmeralda.
D'Avenir. I'll post it in chat.
So, like, with the replacement of cells and the way your body grows, like, every 2 months you kind of have a whole new brain.
Is this the conversation that's going on at y'all's table?
Yep.
I just imagine Largo's giving you all these medical facts and Holland's like nodding and like, that's very interesting, and Val just looks disgusted.
Horrified.
Yes. I love that y'all both said that.
I had to come up with something.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
That was perfect.
The difficulties of working in Barovia.
Well, you guys have a great evening.
Y'all too.
You too.
We'll see y'all Sunday.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
See y'all Sunday.
Bye.